Welcome back, investigators, to Singularity Roleplay.
You're cutting out bad.
Oh, wow. Am I?
Mm-hmm. At least for me.
Am I good for anybody else?
I think we're good.
Sounds good.
Okay, I just think it's my shitty-ass mic. Welcome to the Cold Cuts, everybody. We've got more cold cuts than Subway.
Hey, listen here. Listen right fucking now. I fixed that shit, okay? There's a 1,000 second transition before each screen now, alright?
Uh-huh.
And we still love you.
Uh-huh. This one who did the 10-second countdown unprompted.
I told y'all I was going live, and I told y'all I was counting down.
Oh, man. Welcome back, investigators, to Singularity Roleplay for our 6th episode of Breaking Neon, a dark and gritty noir investigation with a twist for the City of Mist system. While those of us around the game table have our safety tools in place, it is important to know about any content that you may not be comfortable with. If at any point during the stream you become uncomfortable or the topics discussed just become too much, please take a step back, get some air, take some time to yourself, and hopefully we'll see you back soon. This particular game has the following content that some may find disturbing: abuse of the elderly, gaslighting, violence, murder, and would stealing of powers be considered one? I don't know.
Powerlessness? Hopelessness?
Hopelessness, powerlessness, that might be a good one. Anyways, let's go ahead and introduce our players for tonight. You may remember them if you have been on this stream before. Otherwise, I'm going to start directly below me with Janie Potts.
Hi, I'm Janie Potts 7575 on social media. I play Lola. Hi. Have fun.
And directly over is Shockpoint.
Hi, I'm Shockpoint Failure. You can find me on Twitter at Shockpoint622. I do a bunch of random stuff. I'm reprising my role as Ahmed Moreno. So I feel like while I am not the cause of all of our problems today, I did not do anything to make them less.
That's fair. Directly below Amit is Meg. Meg Mysteria.
Forgive me, I was juggling audio. Hey everybody, I am Meg, or Meg Mysteria, and tonight I get to reprise my role as Penelope Hart, who is just a sweet old southern lady who's got no clue how to handle the rest of these people. To be completely honest.
Don't blame you. Last but not least, directly over from them is Phil.
Hey everybody, I'm Fail Prime. I will be reprising my role as No Noir, our fun-loving, crazy straw-addicted vampire detective.
And I am the MC for the evening. My name is Alan, and we begin first with a monologue from Noel.
Oh man, I've been waiting for Noel's first monologue for quite some time now, because you see, there I was, just minding my own business in my own office when these people just stumbled in and just needed their problems solved. First, it was a crazy guy distributing drugs, turned out to be the Mad Hatter, running a tea shop, killing lots of people. We took care of that. Then I decided to take a little break, and all hell broke loose because they just lost their minds because Noel wasn't around. And now here I am, minding my own business in a nursing home. Everybody starts accusing me of stabbing a guy with a crazy straw and causing some problems. It's been a ridiculous time, okay? Look, we found a floor that doesn't exist in this place. I don't know why people don't seem to understand that there's a 13th floor here, but this is where we are. With the guns pointed in our faces, stuck on a 13th floor. All I wanted to do was solve some petty crimes, lost wallet, cheating spouse. No, no, no. I'm just sucked up into this whole wide world of mystery.
See,
Scene. I don't.
I wasn't sure if you felt like you.
That
had
was a
to-
cold cut. A literal cold
Here's your
cut.
cold cut. Oh, so last we left off, our heroes had ended up on the 13th floor of the Greener Pastures retirement home. Both had been, or all of them had been invited by various parties, either related to Avery Murdoch or Ivan Bezhnov, in the mysterious death of Igor Bezhnov, one of the residents. Throughout this investigation, they've learned that something isn't right here. And now they're face to face with gatekeepers. And when we left off, two of our players had been hit by a wave of gray mist. So that would be Amit and Penny. You both had a tier 2 mist sealed. And then I believe somebody was trying to attack back. So why don't we go ahead and jump right into that?
Okay. So, let's see. Who was being... I'm trying to remember who was getting charged, and if I'm not mistaken, I had a gun that I stole from one of these idiots.
Yes, you did. You have strange pistol is what you have tier 2 or tier 1.
Okay. So, is this revolver God or face danger? Which one is this?
If you're trying to take them on, it'll be a hit with all you've got.
Alright. Hit with all I got. I got a pistol. Let's see, is there anything I can add into... Yeah, I'm not seeing anything I can really add for the necklace too. So, 2d6 with a +2. And that is a total of a 10.
Nice. So you get to choose 2 from the hit with all you've got list, and you're also dealing him a tier 2 status.
Okay, I'll just have to relocate the what we've got, so I have an idea of what my options are. Oh, here we go. Let's see. I'm gonna go with the first one, where I will be taking
Taking the superior position.
yeah, and you said I'm already getting that tier 2 status on them regardless?
Yeah, you deal a tier 2 status, or a status equal to power, and then you get to choose 2 from the list.
Okay, and let's go ahead and secure that one juice. I'm going to need that for later.
Okay. Gain the upper hand. And what does this look like when you try to take them on?
Well, let's see. I remember this layout of the area that we're in. That the false wall had fully dropped at this point, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Correct. And it's pretty much a narrow hallway, about 10 feet wide and about 30, 40 feet long.
Okay. So let's see, the superior position would probably be falling back using that corner right there as a cover. So pretty much a fighting retreat. I'm shooting down the aisle, shooting down the hallway while pulling back to get to that corner to cover.
Sounds good. What about the rest of you? What are you guys doing?
I'm trying to remember because weren't Miss Lady and I still outside of the attic trying to get in?
The wall dropped, so now we can see what's going on. And Amit and I got hit with a thing.
Yep. And what you see is 2 or 3 gatekeepers. There are 2 or 3 guys in gray suits and fedoras. One of them is missing a firearm as you watch Amit just doing suppressing fire, running the opposite direction. Speaking of Amit, what do you want to call that status that you've given him?
Under fire.
Sounds good to me.
Is the firearm on the floor?
No, it's in my hand.
Oh, you have it. Okay.
Yeah, he's got it right now.
You said it was mist sealed too?
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Can you tell me what that does, please?
That would be in regards to any of your rift abilities.
Oh.
That would be a penalty.
Delightful.
So I need to. Just trying to think what the best thing would do that wouldn't screw things up for Amit. Is there anything you want to do, Miss Lady? I mean, aside from just sit here and watch this play out.
You assume that I'm not gonna do anything. But there's also Miss Prescott, who has...
I know Miss Prescott
Reconnected
can.
maybe?
Miss Prescott can handle herself.
Oh, so you're just testing me.
If you want to be part of the club, you've got to pass the test.
Fine then. And... it's just the one person is that Amit is suppressing fire, right?
Correct. The other 2 have sort of backed up for cover, or they are backing up for cover, so you can hit with all you got if you want.
I would love to. Hey. I want my dice. We'll go with... sewing needles. Like a spider catching flies. I think that might be it. I mean,
You could also justify eye for an eye.
eye for an eye? Okay. So... what's going to happen is she's going to lift up her hands and seemingly from what looks like a sewing brace on her wrist, pull a set of needles out between her fingers, and they elongate. And with a guiding thread, she throws them out and lets them fly, almost like a kunai or a shuriken. And the goal here is to basically, they're going for cover. I want to pin them down.
Nice. Okay. Hit with all you got.
So that is like a 9.
All right. So you get to deal a tier 3 status. Actually, no. Sorry, because you have the -2. It's a tier 1 status. So what do you want to call this?
Let's say impaired. Maybe? Would that work?
Impaired one? Yeah, that's fine. And then you get to choose one off of the hit with all you've got list.
Do, 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 do. Say you get them good or get many of them, so I can get both of them.
Okay. In return, your missealed is going to go up by 1, so it's going to be missealed 3.
Good.
One of them, as they're running around the corner, you pin him to the shoulder, or you pin his shoulder to the wall, and just then he brings his gun up, fires wildly, and wings you with it.
Ouch. I don't appreciate that. What's the effect? Or is that just the sealed? Increasing?
That's just the sealed. Yep.
Okay.
So now these guys are effectively pinned down between Amit's gunfire and Penny's webs. What do you guys want to do?
I mean, you know what that means, right?
You're gonna crazy straw somebody?
It's time for a snack. I think I could do eye for an eye and great reflexes and just launch myself at the closest person.
Oh no.
And that is those two. That gives me an 11.
Jesus. So
They're up.
Noel decides that he wants to get himself some sip. Just imagining Noel running down the hall going, "Let me get some sip!" How many tags did you have? 2?
Yeah.
Okay, so you get to choose 2 off of the hit with all you've got list, and you're dealing a tier 2 status. What do you want to call it?
Drained?
I was going to say exsanguinated. But okay.
Yeah, exsanguinated.
Drained.
Fuck has exsanguinated me.
It's another word for drained. They've been.
Yeah, it's you bled out. Oh god. Okay. So
Let's see. Can I use this to hold the other two's attention, making it easier for Miss Lady and Ahmet, and then I think at the same time I want to, like, as I'm draining this guy, I'm using his body as cover.
okay. So you're keeping their attention while maintaining a superior position. So these guys can't fire on you while you are just literally sucking his blood out.
Perfect.
We really need to get him a singularity straw.
It's time for Ms. Prescott. Unless these guys are gonna shoot.
It can't shoot, right?
No, they still have guns. Just one of them doesn't have one.
And another one doesn't have half his bullets fly anymore.
Yeah, yeah.
Can I just? Which one? Um, the one that's getting drained. He doesn't have a gun, does he?
No, because he's currently fighting for his life.
Did he? My goal is if one of them has a gun, I want to take it.
Okay, so there is one that still has his gun, and he's currently trying to find a good place to shoot, but can't get in there.
Since I know my missed abilities are at a -2, correct?
You didn't get hit.
Oh, okay. So I could.
So you can go all out, baby.
Yes, you can.
So I could take my sword and like hit him to get rid of the gun.
Yeah, yeah, you can.
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
All
My
right.
sword.
Which tags you using?
I am using. I don't know if they count for it because it's the sword.
Okay, so I think change shape at will and inconspicuous necklace form are probably going to be the two you're going to want to use.
Okay, then those are the two I'm going to use. I wasn't sure those. I guess they do count.
Yeah, they do count. So roll +2.
So I would roll 2 dice or 4 dice?
2d6.
Okay.
It's 2d6 +2.
I got a 2 and a 6. So that's 8
So you have a 10. All right, so you get to choose 2 off of the hit with all you've got, and you're dealing him a tier 2 status.
Okay, so I'm going to get them, I guess, am I getting the upper hand or am I getting him good?
Gaining the upper hand would give you a juice that you can use to change the game. Otherwise, getting him good would increase the damage.
Okay. Well, I want to get him good.
Okay. So now his status is a tier 3. You get to choose one more. What do you want to do?
Control the collateral damage.
Nice. So while he's trying to take aim over at Noel, you manage to come in with your sword. You slice the gun clean in half, but not before he gets a shot off. He wings you in the shoulder. You are taking a tier 3 gunshot wound. However, you did manage to prevent Noel from getting hit.
Was your aim to destroy the gun or to get it off of the person for yourself?
I was just going to get off of the person, but if it's destroyed, he can't shoot anybody else with it.
Yep. And you did protect everybody else. You prevented collateral damage.
Don't forget, if your damage gets too bad, I did give you that little capsule that'll help.
The Void Rage.
It's fine. I'm used to it. Just a gunshot wound.
Like she says she's used to it.
You get shot entirely too much.
At least once a session. Multiple times a session, usually.
Yeah, I just pull the bullet out myself later.
No,
Wait, you pull them out yourself? You don't go to the doctor?
She has a doctor.
She just hates us when we take her to that doctor.
No, you don't have to take me to. Well, no, I do need to talk to her. So yeah, you can take me this time.
This
Not
time.
the other time.
No,
Just show up at the club with.
I need to warn her about something.
Let's see.
So the the remaining gatekeeper who currently isn't being fed on or incapacitated says, "You guys aren't going to make it out of here alive. You know that, right?"
Excuse me, do you know who I am?
Evidence says otherwise.
Do you not see the crazy straw?
Look, the director either wants you dead or he wants you sealed. There's a lot of us here. You think all the four of you are going to stop that?
I think you underestimate how hungry I am.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Look. I may look like a snack, but I'm not a snack, okay?
She do look like a snack.
I mean,
I'm high in...
Evidence says otherwise.
Listen, I'm high in fat and calories, okay?
That sounds like a snack.
Right? Cheetos, Doritos, Fritos, your basic Edo family.
So you actually notice, like, as he's stepping back, his jacket opens. You see a name tag on a pair of scrubs that says Lay.
Like L-A-Y or L-E-I-G-H?
L-A-Y.
Okay.
L-A-Y. Guy's name is Lay.
Okay. Okay. With a name like that, he's telling us he's not a snack food.
So is your director going to take over the soccer mom duties I have for me?
No.
I have a whole schedule for you. You could give your director if you like.
You do know he means the director of this entire facility who's kept us trapped in here for like last hour.
Wait.
Yeah,
wait.
but that director needs to do my stuff for me. I can't leave my task undone. I've got a life to get to.
Wait.
Yeah.
You guys are trapped here?
She is Lola fucking Prescott. Do you not understand this?
Yeah, I congratulations. I'm sorry, miss. But you guys are trapped here too?
What do you mean two? I thought that was you were part of this.
No. None of our people have been able to get out.
Then why the hell are you killing us? Trying to kill us?
Because they haven't figured out which one is the rift at doing it.
No, this one's a smart one.
Okay.
We are at a point we need to decide what's more important here. The truth or getting back home?
What's on the roof?
We have several large-scale mist beacons. They're helping suppress the whole building.
What's in the basement?
We don't know.
Okay, so I don't know. Maybe we should take a nice little trip downstairs and deal with whatever the problem is. I would say maybe before we get all the way downstairs, or we decide to head downstairs, y'all go turn off those beacons.
Yeah, no can do. I don't have access to that. Look, the director's got the access card to the roof. Right? Before now, I didn't even think it was possible to get over there because nobody's been able to find it.
I mean, clearly somebody found it because they were thrown off of the roof.
Yeah, that's been baffling us for the longest time. We don't know how that happened. The director still had the key card. This wall has been up since we got here. We couldn't find a rooftop access. We had to do everything from the outside.
So let me let's take a look at your logic here. You're trapped in here. You haven't been able to leave. You haven't been able to get out. And the first thing that popped into your head was, let's become fucking henchmen?
Look, I've got a job to do, all right?
Yeah, your job is to take care of the elderly, not fucking torture people.
We're not torturing them. We're making sure that they are sealed.
Right. Yeah, sealing a part of somebody's entire existence. Yeah, that's not torture.
Look, do you
You
know where
don't
you
understand.
get a phone? Where can you get a phone signal at?
No clue. We've been using intranet and our own communication systems to be able to contact.
Okay, well, here's what
Intra,
What was that?
inter or intra?
Intra.
Oh,
Here's what I'm going to need you to do. I'm going to need you to take me to the room where you lock all the elderly people in to make license plates, okay?
You want to go to the license plate room?
Yes.
Okay.
Finally, somebody admits that they're using the elderly to make license plates.
We're not making fucking license plates. There's no license
Yeah,
plate room.
you can't fucking backpedal now. You just said that there was a license plate room, okay?
Yeah, that's because I had to come up with something. You're literally drinking one of my friends.
Yeah. Yeah, I am. Because I'm hungry. And y'all won't let me out of this fucking place.
Look, I want you out of here as much as you want me out of here.
Okay? Then take us to wherever the director goes mysteriously in the middle of the night or whatever the fuck is downstairs so we can fucking deal with this and I won't drink any more people in this fucking building.
Like, what else is on this floor?
There's a bunch of recon traps and supposedly the access port to the roof. There's nothing really of importance here. This is literally the only thing on this floor. We've tried exploring it. We keep ending up back at this wall.
what happens when you go to the roof?
We don't know. We've never been.
Oh,
Turn back to where the wall was and see if it has reappeared.
It is there.
Just the wall.
It is there.
Okay.
So, whoever caused this, let us in just to lock us in here with you.
I guess. Yeah.
I'm not convinced this is the only thing on this floor. Or on the roof.
What generates the wall?
Honestly, I thought it was a rift that was here. But we haven't been able to locate it.
Do you just wander aimlessly on this floor? Like, are you, like, wandering around like you're in a maze? Or...
That's what it feels like, yeah.
Have you already tried all the maze tactics?
Yeah. Yep. We've tried mist grenades. We've tried rope and winch. We've sent a number of people through, and we keep coming back to the same spot right here.
Have you tried only making left turns?
Yeah.
I'm just going to throw this out there. Have you also tried keeping your hand on one wall?
Yeah. Does anybody want to make a look beyond the mist?
yes.
Yes. Excuse me?
No. In all of the episodes with Noel, has he looked beyond the mist once? because that would help him as a detective, and he doesn't believe in that.
Just refresh my memory. That's adding what?
Plus
Yeah.
mythos.
Okay, so alright. So that's gonna be +2 for me then. No, just 2. I technically don't have those knives on me right now, so I don't think that would count.
Oh, it's a 13.
to a
Nice.
plus.
I got a 9.
I'm just trying to figure out what I'm doing.
Hold on.
But I
You
don't.
have 2 mythos themes, so it's going to be +2.
Okay. I only so 11.
Okay. So, as the 3 of you look down the hall, you feel it start to get wider, and then it starts to shrink, almost as if it's breathing. You hear about 1,000 voices crying out, "Help us! Help us! Help them!"
So we got that last time, so I'm not hearing anything new, unfortunately.
I am. It's new for me.
And you guys get to ask 2 questions apiece. I think it's 3 for you, Penny. Right? How many do you have? All right, yeah. So
Just
2
2.
questions apiece.
Or it's based on how many tags, right?
Based on how many themes.
Many themes. Okay, so yeah, 2.
So ask away.
I'm gonna be hyper specific here because I'm eerie. I have one. Has this building been absorbing spirits of people?
It has not, but you do see thousands of people, all dressed in what appears to be 16th century garb.
If I can see them, I can interact with them. I can talk to them. Theoretically.
Yes.
Help you help them. What? Why are you stuck here?
They are hurting the people here. We want to protect them.
Is this something that everybody else can kind of hear, or is this exclusive to like what I asked?
Just the 3 of you. You're all seeing the same thing.
3 of us. Who's excluded?
It's you, Amit, and Lola.
Okay.
Because somebody decided not to do a look beyond the mist.
So if we agree to help them, you'll let us walk out of here.
Yes. Lola or Amit, do you guys have questions?
How do we navigate the maze to get to the roof?
You watch as the wall comes down and you see a staircase.
Well, that was easy.
Whoa, Amit, how did you do that?
I asked politely, apparently.
Damn, who knew manners worked?
They work surprisingly well, but people are surprised every time.
Well, fair point.
I have more questions, but I've used them.
Yeah.
What is the director trying to do? Like, what is his overall goal in doing all of this?
While you're trying to find out from the spirits, the gatekeeper, Lay, actually looks at you and says, we discovered this place is an enclave. We think that the heart is in the basement. We're not entirely sure yet, but we're trying to shut down the whole building. It's causing a huge tear in the mist.
It has been a while since I've eaten a heart.
What was that?
Wait, who?
Comment was like commenting, "The fuck is an enclave?"
It like the whole building is a rift.
Wait, that could happen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think the heart tastes like?
Not like something you should take a drink out of.
If it's
Lola's
an
phone is
entire
ringing.
building, I'm going to assume, like, I don't know, heating fluids?
No?
Maybe you should see what we did with the Den of Wonders.
Turned it into the license plate printing area?
We do not print license plates.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm actually going to throw this in there. Lola's phone does actually start ringing. So you guys have a phone signal up here.
She's distracted for a moment.
Yeah. Look, I'm just trying to do my job, all right? This building is tearing huge holes in the mist. All right, if this gets any worse, we're talking like citywide epidemic.
We've already dealt with one of those.
No, not of a drug outbreak, of people awakening.
And that's a bad thing?
Yeah, imagine a whole bunch of people that shouldn't have powers with powers.
I mean, have we met?
Yeah, actually, you're
No.
one of our targets.
No. Imagine this. Imagine people having your power, but are actually active.
Huh.
Imagine how much more work that's going to make you have to do.
Whoa. Can we get to the basement? Let's go take care of this.
Is at this point, actually, before I do that, Lola, did you have any questions? Also, your phone did actually ring in character.
I'm sorry. Okay.
I had to take advantage of that. It was great. So,
Was one of your guys trying to figure out where you were?
hey boss, the kids are hungry. Do we buy them McDonald's? Do we get them Burger King? Do we take them to Chuck E. Cheese? What are we doing here?
Get them McDonald's.
All right, McDonald's.
Give them this particular movie to watch that's like 4 hours long.
We're watching fucking The Lord of the Rings super uncut, like...
Yeah, that's what I'm watching.
It's Finding Nemo, the director's cut.
The fucking Titanic director's cut.
Did we find out how to get to the basement?
I think we just go downstairs.
Okay.
Downstairs. Although we don't exactly know if we'll be able to get to the basement.
How do we neutralize the director?
With one of these.
So she's asking that because the director seems to change sometimes, and it might be something special we have to do. That's why she's asking that.
I mean, the director's only changed once that we know of, right?
Correct. Yeah, there's. I mean, the director's a veteran. This guy is hardcore. You're not just gonna take him out on a whim. It's gonna be a fight.
I've heard that before.
Yeah, you think that's bad? You should see who he's got with him.
Have you seen what I've done with this crazy straw?
Who does he
Yeah.
have with?
Whole slew of veterans. Some couple of people from the mending department. Particularly one that even scares the hell out of me, seamstress.
Where are the brothers? I thought didn't the brothers come up here with us? Am I crazy?
They're not up here with us.
Can you
You
allow
don't
me?
hear them.
Can you allow me to make one phone call, please?
I'm not stopping you.
You're not under arrest.
No, Lola's going to try to call Tabitha.
As you start dialing out, you finally get a ringtone.
Pick up.
Yes, Lala.
Tabitha, your dad's got us trapped in a building.
My who?
Your dad.
My dad's dead. What are you talking about?
He says he's your dad, and you don't talk to him anymore. He's got us trapped in the building.
Look, if this is some sort of sick prank, I need you to stop.
No, it's not.
Need you to roll convince.
Okay. Okay, 2d6. Please give me a good roll. No,
What'd you get?
a 3. Can I burn a tag or something?
Yeah, you can burn a tag. What are you
Um,
burning?
What am I burning?
Probably feeling lucky.
Yeah. That's not gonna burn.
Okay. She goes, Listen, my dad died when I was a kid. There was a funeral and everything. You're telling me now that my father's still alive?
He's got a picture of you in a folder with all your information.
What the actual hell? Holy shit. Okay, where are you?
She'll give the name of the building and the address, and warn her that they're trapping riffs inside of the building.
Tell her not to come into the building.
Yeah. Yeah, do not come in the building. You will not be able to leave. They were trapped.
Okay, well, I'll see what I can do.
Could you
Let my cards know outside what's
Could-
going on.
could you bring some Capri Suns?
No one wants Capri Suns.
Yeah,
And
I'll
we-
stop and pick them up.
If
No,
have to
no.
kill them, that's okay. Is it okay if we have to kill them to get out?
You're telling me that my father is alive after being dead. If he's dead again, I guess that works.
It just cancels out this news.
It just cancels out. But the fact that my father is still alive means that there's a lot of shit that needs to be answered for. So please, try not to kill my father.
Like, on a scale of 1 to 10, how mad would you be if I stuck him with my straw?
On a scale of...
Is Tabitha just on speaker?
Yeah.
Yeah. On a scale of 1 to 10, probably an 11.
No promises. I like you, Tabitha, but I'm hungry.
Okay.
Just don't come in. Don't get trapped.
You've been dazed for the last few moments. I think it's all starting to be just a little overwhelming for you as you come out of the Look Beyond the Mist. And that's how you're hearing this whole conversation. Lola has been able to call outside, and she made her phone call to Tabitha.
Of course. That makes sense.
Yeah.
So when did we find out that Tabitha's dad was still alive technically and it may not be anymore. What
When
did
I
I
found
miss?
out they were trapping the rifts, he told me about his daughter.
I found all this out when
Oh,
I broke
oh yeah,
into his
now I
office
recall now.
and didn't
Gotcha,
kill the orderly.
gotcha. All right.
You didn't kill the order.
Yeah, look, I was just sitting there. I was waiting for the director to come back so I could ask some questions. The orderly just stumbled in and started spontaneously bleeding from the neck. I don't know what happened. And it was wild. Like, people were blaming me for it. I was just trying to get some information.
Well, he wasn't dead. He didn't die. They have really really good medical facilities here,
Right, exactly. Just as Noel said, he didn't kill the orderly.
and lots of donated blood.
I wouldn't say it's donated.
Well, not don't well taken, but lots of it sitting around.
Well, to be perfectly honest, the doctor or the director doesn't really talk about his daughter a whole lot. I know that he has one. I just know that he hasn't spoken to her since she was a kid. So, yeah, that's fun.
We need to decide what we're doing and move it along.
Well, Tabitha doesn't want us to kill her father, but we don't even know if we have to do that yet. We need to get to the roof in the basement.
All right. Well, we have to wait for the roof right here.
So let's
If
do
you
that.
go to the roof, and remove those mist dampeners, that will cause an outbreak.
Right.
That's why they put them in place to begin with.
You know an awful lot about those things.
I do my homework.
Is then that you guys hear this.
Who just got shot?
Sounds like it came from downstairs.
Did they send somebody else up here?
No, it was just us three. We were supposed to come take care of you. You hear a radio from one of the down men saying, "We got shots fired in the atrium. We got the two brothers opening fire. Seamstress is currently underway. Things are getting crazy down here. We need backup immediately."
Please don't tell me they're shooting at each other.
Oh, that could be fun.
They, according to the reports, they are shooting at each other.
Right, okay.
Wait. Is the big bad wolf okay?
What?
The old man.
No.
The old wolf. You know. You're telling me
Probably.
as long as he's fine, I don't really care if those two shoot each other.
You want them to have a gunfight in the middle of an atrium in a building full of elderly?
Lady, I just stabbed a man with a crazy straw. You really think I care if they shoot each other in an atrium?
Your priorities are astounding.
Look, I'll as long as the old man doesn't get shot, I'm fine.
All right. Well, now that we figured out how somebody could have gone upstairs, let's go down to the basement and probably stop the brothers from killing each other on the way.
He says, just here, and he tosses you his access card. This will get you down into the basement, but good luck trying to get to the core. It's a struggle.
I'm
A little kindness should see us on the way down. It should be fine.
I'm just a little curious. You guys seem to have struggled with everything. You struggled with the maze upstairs. You struggle with getting into the basement. Do you struggle with putting your pants on in the morning? Like, is there anything you can do competently?
Look, there's something going on here that is beyond even our comprehension. Okay? This is kind of like going face first into darkness. You don't know what the hell's going to happen.
Yeah, sure.
So what was your big struggle with the core? Was it just what happened?
People were either coming back in like catatonic states, or some of them were not even coming back at all. They were found passed out.
Okay.
Likely a result of the building protecting itself.
Yeah. We eventually got down to the heart of it, but like only certain personnel are allowed down there.
Who?
The seamstress and her team.
And where's the seamstress right now?
Everybody was called to station, so the seamstress, Dr. Minerva, the whole mending team is down there trying to seal this place right now. You hear over the radio, "Die, you son of a bitch, die!"
Yeah, we might want to move.
I'm not going into a war zone.
I'm fairly sure whichever brother's still alive is going to be pissed and will want to kill us. So I would rather keep them both alive if that's all right with you.
You hear more cursing and shouting in Russian.
Can we incapacitate these two and move, please?
Hey,
Yeah.
look, I'm not going to be any trouble. I'll just stay up here and pretend like you shot me, okay?
I mean, if you're gonna be up here pretending you were shot, we might as well make it realistic. Amit, shoot him.
No.
Give me the gun, I'll do it.
Look, like the leg or the arm, something that's not going to be like ultra debilitating, right?
Since this is going to happen, I'm gonna just nonchalantly shoot him in the leg.
He goes down screaming, he goes, "Thank you."
What about the other guy? Because we have another guy who just has it.
He didn't say he was
He's
gonna.
been out.
And he didn't say he was gonna pretend that he was shot, so he can stay out. We'll head downstairs now.
Since you've drained one unconscious and the other one got knocked out.
I just he's a good kid.
You hung out with the wrong crowd.
Which is surprising because I used to hang out with drug dealers and gangsters.
Yeah.
Oh, you can still hang out with those people, Amit. Come by my office for poker on Thursday.
All gangsters aren't bad. Some of them
No, see. I have to go visit my friends, the gangsters' parents, on Thursdays. They offer me dinner.
I'm okay.
I'm turning around and walking downstairs.
So where are you guys going? You want to head first floor to deal with the gunfight? Or are you heading down to the second floor?
I
Or
don't
to
know.
the basement?
I don't know what we could do with the gunfight.
I vote basement.
Can we at least see what's going on?
You can always split up.
That never works out.
Do we need the seamstress, or are we okay without her?
Seamstress is down in
Is
the
heading
basement.
downstairs.
Yeah, that's what I was just wondering. I'm asking the group if we could like try to get her with us, or do you think we can just handle it?
Do you think we could call her upstairs to the gunfight? Since she's a doctor?
She's on her way there.
No. Wait, she's on the way to the gunfight or to the
Yeah.
bar?
To the gunfight, I thought.
No, she's on her way to the core.
Oh, okay.
She's trying to seal this thing.
Well, all we need to...
Anybody she's got in her team is probably with her. And since there's been lack of a response about what's happening with the brothers, I'm personally gonna go deal with that.
But what if we tell her that Ken's been shot?
You think they give a damn about Kevin?
Hey. He works hard, okay? Kevin...
Oh, now you're on Kevin's side. Mr. I wanted to eat Kevin.
You're just angry.
I was hangry, and I've since had a snack, so I'm in a better mood now.
Holy shit.
So Penelope is going to the atrium.
So is Amit.
Yeah, we shouldn't split up.
I'm going to the basement. I really don't care if those two shoot each other.
That's fair.
Like I said, I think I can handle it.
Well, I
If
guess
you're dealing with veterans, you're gonna want manpower.
I'm going with Noel then, because I can't. Then so we split up again.
Okay. I'm going to start at the atrium. Penelope and Amit, you two jump off the elevator first, and you find that there are several people taking cover. A lot of gatekeepers are currently either hiding behind walls or had flipped tables over to avoid incoming gunfire, as the two brothers are doing the same just across. So it's a four-way gun battle. You also see further down that there are gatekeepers currently fighting with residents, as a lot of them have taken up arms to try and take back their home.
It's a little war zone down here. What the fuck?
Yep.
What are your priorities, Amit?
Minimize
Getting out of
casualties.
here? Where do you start?
Well, let's see. Crap. Who has the biggest firepower going on right now? Is it the brothers? It's probably the brothers.
Yeah, seeing as how both brothers are using 500 Magnum auto revolvers to try and kill each other.
Okay, I can trust the residents and at least the gatekeepers to keep out of the line of fire there. So if we stop them, we can stop, excessive collateral damage. And then next is to gatekeepers, because, well, yeah, the residents are, hate to say it, elderly. So unless they have rift powers, they should be a minor concern.
As you say that, you watch as this monstrous creature comes barreling through, fighting several gatekeepers. It is a werewolf of some kind, a little pudgy and mangy, but definitely having the time of his life. And right beside him is a woman wearing silver slippers and just floating around the place, causing whirlwinds.
Excuse me while I go bash my head against the wall for cursing us with this knowledge.
Which brother are you taking?
The Shadow Monster scares me, so I'm going to take the other one.
Fine by me. Don't get yourself hurt.
I'll be fine.
While the two of you split up, I'm going to switch directions really quick over to Noel and Lola. As the door opens, steam comes rushing out from one of the pipes, and then your vision clears. It's a network of steel and copper piping as well as structural steel beams holding up the entire place. You can feel a heartbeat pulsing slowly, very strong, and almost panicked. What do you guys do?
So, this thing has a heart. This rift has a heart, so I would assume that it's alive somehow. Does it have like a projection or something that it uses to represent itself?
You will need to look beyond the mist.
Ain't happening.
Well, that's the only way you're going to see it.
Well, I'm just going to head down the hallway and figure it out as I go.
Lola, look beyond the mist again.
Lola, you're still able to see it.
Okay.
Well, Lola, what do you think? What do you want to do down here?
Can I describe what I see to Noel?
Yeah, so what you see is about 1,000 people in 16th century garb. A lot of them look like they're in pain. Some of them are crying. You hear in symphony, "Help us, help them, stop them."
I mean, that's on Lola. I can't see any of that.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm just gonna keep going towards the heart then, if I can. I'm sure they'll let me, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just going to follow Lola. Let's see what's going on at the heart.
As you enter into this chamber, you see several people dressed in gray suits. One of them is a woman dressed in a gray poodle skirt with a white blouse and a fedora. She seems to be working very meticulously before she turns to face you.
Hey, lady, your outfit sucks.
Oh, I thought this was the dance floor.
No, neither of you thought that. Actually,
No.
no, you did think that my outfit sucks, but you definitely did not think this was the dance floor.
No, actually, I thought this was the license plate room.
There is no license plate room.
That's what you keep saying, and I keep calling bullshit.
Either way, you're not leaving here alive.
Heard that before.
I kind of have some things to do later, so I need to.
Unfortunately, I'm not going to allow that to happen.
Why?
You've already ruined this operation.
We haven't done anything.
How about we go upstairs and talk about this?
Yeah, I like that idea. Let's go sit down in the cafeteria and have a little powwow.
You watch as she pulls a needle and thread from one of the little bobbin holders on her wrist, and the wall behind you starts to collapse in and become solid. You're not going anywhere.
Okay. Why not?
Because as I said, you're either leaving here sealed or you're leaving here dead.
Well, I'd rather not leave here either way, so can I just go?
Lola, she said we're leaving here fed. Did you not hear that?
Oh, okay. I'm really hungry. I kind of missed dinner. I was like crying and drinking wine, so I didn't eat.
She turns to her team, says, "Keep working, I'll deal with these two."
No, don't keep working.
What do you guys do? She takes a few steps towards you.
I go towards the heart more, to where they're working.
As you start to do that, I need both of you to face danger. And 1 sec. This will be at a -3.
Oh my gosh. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's not good. That's a 9.
Let me
Okay.
6. And another D6. I got a 0.
Oh God.
A 0?
Yep.
3 minus 3 is 0.
So
Oh no.
Lola,
I
Lola, you find yourself completely encased in stone. The only thing that you can feel is your hand currently just kind of cramping up from the pressure of the wall as the concrete around you seals, just leaving your face open. Noel, your arm, or your right arm and leg, are currently encased inside this wall.
Well, that's fun.
And before you guys do your thing, I'm going to switch back over. So the two of you split ways to go deal with the brothers. What did the two of you do?
I'm ducking behind the wall or table or whatever Alexi is using for cover. And just looking at him and going, what the hell happened?
I know this sucker killed our father.
I've seen the birds on the reef today.
Alexi, I understand your anger. But right now, take a look around. You are surrounded by gatekeepers, and there are civilians down that hall.
I do not care about them. I only care about killing this man.
Killing him ain't gonna get you out of this building. Have you noticed yet? You're stuck.
And I will kill everybody here until I am out.
Look, you told me that those guns were created as pairs, right?
Yeah.
Which means they work together. And if you want to deal with this situation, get out of here. And at some point, take out your revenge. Even though there is no proof, I actually believe I know who killed your father. And it was not him. So if you want out of here, you and him both need to listen up. Because they need us downstairs.
Before I have you do a roll.
Ivan.
Yeah, that was Ivan.
My bad.
Before I have you do a roll, Amit.
All right. Just as a quick refresher, what was the other brother's name? I was trying to check my notes for that, and apparently I missed it.
Avery Murdoch, but his original name is Alexi.
I got them confused because I had Alexi up on my notes, so.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So I'm gonna go up to Murdoch and pretty much find a good piece of cover, and I was like, okay, so I know you're angry, but could you stop shooting up the place, please?
Hey, look, angry doesn't cover it, all right? I got these gatekeeper bastards trying to kill us. And I got this douchebag shooting at me. If I'm gonna fucking get anywhere, I'm gonna shoot this guy in the face and call it a night.
Or you could stop, talk to your brother like a grown-ass adult, and help us deal with the bigger situation.
What biggest situation?
The gatekeepers. The fact that we're stuck in this place. Oh, I don't know. Your father's actual murderer.
Fuck. Fine.
Thank you.
So I need the two of you to roll convince.
Let's see.
Now I know I didn't really sound all that professional, but I'm gonna still throw a professional courtesy if you don't mind.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
And good listener for that matter, so pull up all that. So that's a +2 on my end. Oh, that's not bad. That is going to be a 9.
Okay.
Think case files definitely eye for an eye,
Yeah.
and I'd either bringer of justice or bitter need for justice. What do you think?
I'm gonna say bitter need for justice would fit here.
Yeah. Whoop. That would be a 10.
Okay. So the two of you manage to get the brothers to stop aiming at each other. Both of them are in the middle of reloading when they both stand up and start shooting at the gatekeepers.
I mean, this is an improvement.
Hey,
Well,
look,
you
you
need to
wanted
get
me
through
to.
the gatekeepers to get down there.
Fair. All right. And he readies the gun he still has, and he goes to help take care of the gatekeepers, because that would eliminate at least one side of this equation, make everybody still left agreeable.
Nice. And you hear a loud roar as this giant wolf comes crashing through the gatekeeper barricade. And you just hear this, like, very raspy snarl of a laugh as he's just like tossing people left and right. He is having a blast. And our scene changes once again back down to Noel and Lola. With Lola completely encased, Lola, you have a tier 5 encased. You are not moving anywhere right now. Noel, you have a tier 4 trapped.
Do I have phone signal?
You do.
I'm going to send a text to Amit, stuck in wall. Send help.
The reply text is, in a war zone. Will be a sec.
Probably going to die in walls of old folks' home. Will haunt you. Have fun.
Now, let's see what we can do about those pesky little rift abilities of yours. Eeny, meeny, miny.
Wait. You're a villain, right?
No.
I mean, I think you're kind of a villain. You're giving off villain vibe. Like, look at the outfit, the matching henchman, kind of giving off those villain vibes. I think before you really do anything, you should give us a monologue.
This isn't the movies.
It,
Mr. Noir.
movies or not, look, all good villains have a motive they want a monologue about. So why don't you go ahead and tell us why you want to take our rift abilities, and you want to let's hear your whole life story.
Sure. And she immediately starts to weave something in the air with this needle and thread. I want things to be neat and tidy. There must be order, and chaos disrupts it.
Okay, but why do you feel
With-
that way? Is it because of like a bad relationship with your parents? Is it let's get to the core of why everything has to be neat and tidy.
I need you to face danger -4.
So are you going to go to the soccer meeting for my kids?
Oh, don't worry. You'll get to go to the soccer meeting with your children after I'm done sealing you.
It's gonna be another 9. So 5.
Noel, you are taking a tier 4 sealed.
Fun.
And she goes, "This isn't that kind of conversation, Mr. Noir. By the time I'm done with you, you won't remember."
Lady, you'd be doing me a favor. The shit that I do remember, do you know how many people I've stuck with this crazy straw? And their voices just screaming in my head all the time.
Well, now I can help you.
I don't want your help. I want to get to the core of why you feel everything needs to be clean and tidy.
You feel your lips just start to go away. Kind of like that scene in The Matrix with Neo's whole mouth disappearing. See? Order.
Most importantly, silence.
I mean, with no mouth, I can still be like, mm-hmm, 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 mm-hmm.
Are you going to clean my apartment for me? It's kind of a mess right now.
You'll be able to do that. After I've sealed you, you'll go back to your life. You just won't have any powers. Since neither of you are currently a threat, I'm going to get back to work. I'll deal with you after we've dealt with the building.
Okay, so since I'm standing here, I can't do anything. Can I tell you all about my relationship troubles?
Do it.
I really
Do
need
it.
some advice.
While you start going on about your relationship issues, she turns her back to you and she's like, yes, that's very sweet. Oh, that really sucks. And she's just working on sealing this place. And our scene shifts once again over to Penny and Amit. The two of you hear somebody screaming loudly, "Ceasefire! Ceasefire!"
I poke my head out from cover as soon as the gunfire stops to see who's trying to take command of the situation.
It is Dr. Absalom Zane.
Wait, is that the director?
That's the director. I'm
It
finding
is
the
the
urge to shoot him.
director. Enough. There's been enough violence here today. Now, will you please stop shooting randomly into the crowds if you are done killing?
How many gatekeepers are still up?
There's like 24. There's also about as many dead.
Has a ceasefire actually happened between
Yes.
the rifts and...
Yep.
Damn,
see-
he's got some.
Dr. Zane is actually standing in the middle of this battlefield.
This man has some kind of command power.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why you and your friends came here today, but I do know that innocent people are currently getting hurt. This operation is currently finished.
So that means you'll stop sealing rifts and we can leave?
Yes, we'll leave. But only because we're worried about the civilians. There's already been a number of wounded. We'll not have any more lives taken on my watch. And he picks up a radio. Dagmar, cancel the order. We're going home. You all hear a loud protest as Dagmar says, "We are so close. We need to finish this." Just, no. We are not. Pull out. Noel and Lola, you guys feel the pressure release from around you as the wall is released.
Can I send Amit another text?
Yeah.
This text is going to say, Lola going on about relationship issues. Send. I have no mouth and I must scream. Send. Need help immediately. Send.
Your mouth goes back to normal.
Lola does stop talking when she is like released.
I guess you're free to go.
Yeah, I'm not going anywhere till you give me my powers back. Why do you get to have powers, but I'm not allowed to have powers?
It'll wear off in a few hours. And she picks up a sewing basket before walking the other direction.
Is the building gonna be okay?
You watch as there's another like big pulse that emanates from the center of this room. You actually see everybody standing there cheering. You hear happy crying, and you see all these people hugging each other. One of them comes up to you, a child, and says, "We're finally safe. They're finally safe. We can protect them."
And you're not going to force them to make license plates, correct?
And you
What?
can't see them.
You can't see them because you never looked beyond them.
You see Lola's like she's like a tear going off her cheek, and she's smiling as they walk off or whatever. Like that sad scene. I'm not describing it.
Yeah. No, I got it. Before the seamstress completely disappears, she looks back and says, "I'll be back for you at some point," and then disappears into the shadows.
Wait, was she talking to me or was she talking to you?
You.
I don't know. That's a no.
I mean, if she's talking to me. I haven't had a date in a while. I'll take her out to the Mad Hatters, maybe get her a steak dinner.
Well, apparently she likes to dance.
Oh, perfect. We can go dancing.
You're not going to snap on her after your date, are you?
Depends on how the date goes.
Woof.
Let's get out of here. And I need to I don't know what to do about Tabitha's dad.
Speaking of, so Penelope and Amit, the director calls both of you forward.
Right here, thank you very much.
If I wanted to kill you, I would have killed you already.
That does not give me much confidence.
Does the man carrying a literal cannon give you confidence?
Seeing that he nominally likes me, yes.
Fair enough. I'll pull all my forces out. This has been one big fucking disaster. Too many dead.
Sort of operation on top of powder cake. It's not my fault this happened.
Our operation was going smoothly. Up until your arrival.
So was it you, the seamstress, or one of your guys that threw these people's dad off the roof?
Honestly, I don't even know how he got up there. We've all kind of wondered that.
It led him up there. And you're the only one with rooftop access.
Let me show you something. And he pulls open what looks to be like a tablet and starts sifting through the file footage. You notice that Igor is calm. He walked himself all the way through the building. He seems to be having a good time just chatting with people. Takes the elevator up to the 13th floor where he walks through the wall. The next piece of footage shows him on top of the roof, looking out upon the city. The rain is falling hard. And with a smile, he said, "This is for them," before he jumps. We don't know why he jumped. Only that he jumped. Stay hydrated.
Hydrate or dehydrate, folks.
Mm-hmm.
Don't have a drink.
I'll take another sip for you, just to cover.
Remember, hydrate comes in a little glass vial.
We are hydrating with Red Bull, not sponsored. Red Bull, if you do see this, please reach out. We would love to work out a deal. Maybe a couple Red Bull fridges, a case or two of Red Bull. Let's see what we can get going.
Yeah,
Okay.
because we need to make TTRPG very extreme. Oh, there's the puppy. Now you guys get a blessing of the doggo.
Yay!
Thanks.
Doggo's in trouble with me. I could have used that when I didn't have a mouth.
Sorry you had to hear my whole relationship. Not all of it. You heard the recent stuff.
Yeah, Lola, let's unpackage some of that later. I think maybe you need to get yourself into a nice therapist. I'm sure the seamstress has an excellent recommendation because she's got a lot to unpack as well.
Oh no, I'm fine. I only spent the past several long period of time crying in my apartment, but I'm fine.
Can we? I need to take a quick break, really quick, because apparently I need to feed the dog. Do apologize, everybody.
No
Oh, that's fine. I need
worries.
to feed my cat.
So
He's staring at me aggressively.
I don't know if you guys want to just do an open thing, or we talk about current things while we do this quick
We can
animal feeding frenzy.
do it however you guys want. I can take it a break. We can sit here and talk. We can, yeah, I'm down for whatever.
Break for a few minutes.
All right,
Sounds good.
break. We'll be back.
All right. And it's not a cold cut. There's going to be a 1,000 second transition to the break screen. And we're back.
Hello, everybody.
Hi, everybody. I don't think I can get over that. I tried, but I couldn't. Welcome back, everybody, for the remainder of the session. Oh my god. All right. So you guys were left off with the gatekeeper director calling a ceasefire and removal of all of his people. He's trying to break us off camera. Yes, he is. The gatekeeper director has called for a ceasefire and for his people to start picking up the wounded and patching them up, as well as tending to the dead. He shows you a video of what happened with Igor Bazhnov, the father of Ivan and Alexei. I'm going to say by now, Noel and Lola, you guys have made your way back up and are now walking towards the atrium where the rest of your group is.
Do I see the director standing there?
Yes.
I'm going to say, you're supposed to be dead.
Let me guess. You talked with Tabitha.
She said you were dead.
Because to her I am. She wasn't supposed to know I was still alive.
Well, then you shouldn't have trapped me in here.
Sorry, one more time.
Was that, well, you should not have trapped me in here.
That's a long, long story.
You have a lot of explaining to do to her.
I have zero explaining to do to her. What I have done has been for her sake.
How has it been for her sake?
I don't need to explain myself to you. I need
Yeah,
you
of
to
course. You
stay
need
out
to
of my
explain
life.
yourself to your daughter.
You stay out of that.
I will not. She supplies me with very tasty Capri Suns.
She's very important to me. Even if I'm not to her, she's important to me, and I need to understand this.
Fine. My office.
In the chaos in this atrium, did Kevin duck out, or is he still at the desk?
Where is Kevin? Is he okay?
Kevin is currently huddled in a corner. He's got his hands over his head. He's like, oh god, the firing isn't stopped.
Noel is just gonna run up to Kevin and he's gonna grab him by the shoulders and like lift him up and shake him and he's gonna be like, Kevin, oh Kevin, my emergency rations, you're safe.
No, please, do not refer to people as your emergency rations.
Sorry,
Especially to their
what?
face.
Emergency what?
No. I think Kevin's gonna start looking for a new job. And then I'm just gonna like put him back down in like the fetal position in the corner.
He's just kind of like rocking back and forth because, director, I quit. I don't want to do this anymore. So, do you guys follow him to the office?
Yeah, Lola will.
Yeah, sure. I still have a gun. I'm fairly sure it still has ammo.
Yep. You check it. You've got like 4 rounds left.
That's enough.
I'm gonna make sure that the brothers don't start trying to kill each other again. And either they leave or what's good. I'm managing what the fuck is going on in the atrium. That's what I'm doing.
All right. So the 3 of you go in there, and the director pulls out a badge, sets it down. It says Director of Gatekeeper Operations.
I pull out a badge. It says Null Noir, Private Investigator.
The only badge I have is from one of my kids when they were playing as a fake firefighter's badge.
Ahmed doesn't have a badge. Doesn't even try to play into this bit. He's just shaking his head.
You want me to get you a badge? Would that make you feel more, in tune with everybody?
No, I'm fine. I'm fine. Don't worry about me.
All right. When my daughter was 12, I awoke to the mist. I feared what my gifts gave me. The ability to destroy a world in fire and flame. When I was approached by the gatekeepers, I was a godsend. I just had to give up everything. So that's what I did to make a safer world for my daughter. I gave up being there, watching her from the shadows, paying for her college, helping her get through everything, all while she believed that I was dead.
So why did you trap me in here?
I didn't. We've all been trapped in here for the last 2 to 3 weeks. No way to communicate in or out. So we established our own parameters and tried to find a way to shut everything down. We've been working on this operation for the last 6 months. Only finally did we start actual operations against the building. Apparently decided to take umbrage with that.
So your operations were to do what exactly?
Originally we came in here to seal up the rifts that nobody would care about. The lost and the forgotten. These are elderly folks. Most of them don't get visitors. We were hoping to try and mend the mist as much as we can by helping remove those gifts.
Why did you think that was the best course of action?
It was the only course of action. Directly above this facility, there is a huge tear in the mist. We believe that it stemmed from this location, and because of that, you're having awakenings daily.
The people have been trapped into this building for centuries.
Tell me, what did you see?
I saw a bunch of, I'm going to say, spirits from the 1600s.
Well, that definitely falls in line with what our research tells us.
They were here. They needed help.
They're not trapped here.
Not now.
They never were. We thought it was an individual here who may have been a rift of a large-scale community. Community of people who were being oppressed and rose up. It's called Fuente Ovejuna. Turns out it was the building.
What was this building before?
Just some old, run-down old folks' home. Been gone through a number of remodelings, but before
Since
it
the
was never this
60s?
awakened. No. Since the late 80s.
What was it before the late 80s?
Casino.
And before then?
This place was built in 1924.
Was it anything before the place was built?
No.
Not did you know it before colonization?
No.
Okay, so whiffs are weird.
Yes. This building took on a unique quality, trying to protect the people inside from our meddling.
Because you were stealing them.
Yes. Not something we expected. Either way, this mission was a failure. Cost too many lives.
And people didn't want to be sealed. You were sealing them against the will.
A lot of these people didn't realize it.
I don't know about that. I think you would know if you were missing a part of yourself. Let me cut off your arm and be like, huh, guess he doesn't realize it's gone. Like, that's a fucking stupid thing to say. You're a failure. Remove yourself from this building and leave these people alone.
Yes. Well, first we'll get all of our things and leave. But
That was on her way.
I'll be gone before she gets here.
Did you want me to tell her?
No. In fact, you won't remember telling her anything.
What?
No.
Standard operating procedure requires that I wipe your memories of this whole event.
No, I won't remember.
Seen that movie. That ain't happening.
It's either that or we keep in contact. How much of me do you honestly want to deal with?
How much of me do you want to deal with?
To be perfectly honest, I'd rather give you to the seamstress. But you do have your uses.
Oh, don't you worry. I'm going to give myself to the seamstress.
No.
Yes, sir.
What exactly do you mean by that phrasing?
Look, I'm not. Look, I may or may not have a little crush. Okay, let's just.
No. Was this just the one who put you in a wall?
I like it rough.
I know entirely too much about you now, no. Entirely too much.
Sorry, my dog is trying to tug with me. Fine. And he grabs a phone from under his desk and tosses it to Amit.
And of course, I'm the most responsible one in the party. Great, that's fine. Yeah, okay.
Does that phone have the seamstress's number in it?
No, I am not going to give you the seamstress's number, just for the sake of everyone's sanity.
Hey, Director Zane, can I get the does the seamstress like have a card? Is there like, I'd like.
No, you are not to contact her. Believe me, you really don't want that.
So is there like a rule about dating coworkers?
Just
For
enough.
one, we'll probably be closer to subcontractors than co-workers, and two, please no.
Either way, we'll be out of here within the next 24 hours. The original crew that worked this place will be reinstated.
What about the director? Didn't they die?
Technically, yes. I will find a replacement.
Someone competent that will not abuse the elderly people here.
What about Miss Lady? I think she could run this place pretty well.
Miss Lady.
Who the fuck is Miss Lady?
Curious
Yeah.
who this Miss Lady is.
Noel's pointing directly at Penelope.
She's not there.
Oh. What the fuck did
Back in the
Penelope
atrium.
leave? Oh, that's right.
She's back in the atrium.
Yeah, Miss Lady. You know, the lady that was with us, southern accent. Has
I
no...
mean,
Penelope?
Yeah, that lady.
Are you a private investigator? Do you even know all names?
Yeah, you're Amit, and that's Lola.
My shoulder really hurts, by the way.
we'll have Minerva take a look at you. All of you.
Also, I just want to point out, I never said I was a good private investigator.
But Tabitha's my doctor.
Well, I'm glad that you trust my daughter enough to have her as your physician.
I would trust her with my life.
As I would mind if she knew I existed.
Well, I already called her and told her.
You think that. And he picks up a leather-bound notebook and walks to the door. You'll hear from me soon.
What about the seamstress?
No, stop it.
Our scene shifts over to Penelope. Ivan has essentially left the building. He's outside smoking with the rest of his entourage, and Wednesday's kind of pacing back and forth, trying to wrap his mind around everything that's happened.
Something on your mind, investigator?
I just don't believe this. I was really certain that my old man got killed by my brother, but... And then there's this gatekeepers. I don't know, something about you. Don't know what it is. I just can't put my finger on it. Nothing's adding up right.
There truly ain't nothing you have to worry about with me. I don't know where this is coming from, but do you need an explanation? A breakdown? Because I think I understand.
He comes up to you and he takes off his eye patch. You notice in this dark socket there is a little flame of gold. It starts to glow brighter. He says, "No, I think I know what you are." He pulls his eye patch back on.
Where exactly is that investigating?
It goes from the past. I know what you're looking for. I'm sorry, you ain't gonna find it here.
I don't expect to find it here.
For what it's worth, I'm sorry.
If you're done here, I suggest you take your leave.
He looks around, says, yeah, I think I might do that, Renee. And he turns around and walks out. It's been a few days. What have you guys been up to?
Would Lola have been able to get her shoulder fixed?
Yes, the gatekeeper medics actually came and patched all of you guys up.
Was Tabitha there, or was she at the club?
Tabitha met you outside, and she's like, I brought a whole box of Capri Suns. What's going on?
I don't remember calling you.
You called me. You told me to get down here really quick. What are you talking about? Lola, are you okay?
No.
Come here. And she gives you this big hug.
Lola will like hug her back and is like sniffling.
Well, I'm sorry about everything that went on with us and you finding out about Coda.
I just wish you had told me. So I didn't know it end like this.
And what are you talking about? We're poly.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, stupid.
So we don't have to break up?
Okay, first off, we weren't ever like we broke up already, and it's been playful flirting for the most part. But I was like, if you wanted to start dating again, all you had to do was ask. Coda likes you.
So at this point, Noel is standing there with the Capri Sun just slurping, and you hear like a huge like final slurp, and he's like, "So I didn't have to listen."
Listen to what? I'm.
Yes, no. Listen to what?
Look,
He just casually looks at his text messages.
But when I was trapped in the wall, I kind of was venting to that lady with the seamstress lady about not everything, just about what's happened with us.
Yeah.
No, I didn't get into other stuff.
This I've literally been trying to figure out a way to tell you this. Oh my god. You serious? Oh, wow.
Can we start dating again, please? I'd really like to.
Yeah, of course. Come on. Coda's at the club. She'd love to meet you. Hi, heck.
Like Lola's like entire personality perks up.
I'm not volunteering to babysit.
Lola, she does give you a kiss right there, and then like pulls out another box of Capri Suns, except it's already been opened and they're blood bags, and she hands them over to Noel.
Noel, can you babysit?
can I babysit?
What?
Yeah, bring him by the office. We'll have something worked out.
I'm surprised she doesn't have people for this.
She does, but they're probably kind of burnt out because she's been
Look, Noel could be a good babysitter, perhaps. Just drop him.
If you're well fed, yes.
Well, he has a box of Capri Sun blood bags.
The type O is my favorite, and then Noel's just gonna head back to his office.
Oh God.
They'll head off with Tabitha if they're leaving.
Yeah. She jumps into her car and she's inviting you to come back.
Yeah, so Lola's out now.
Lola's going on a date.
Lola's going
with
on
her
a date.
two new girlfriends.
Happy for her.
That's what we love to see. So, what have the rest of you been up to?
I mean, I have a scene I can play out if you want me to.
Sure.
You said it's been a couple days, right?
It's been a few days.
So it's been a few days. So, camera pans to a disheveled office. There's files everywhere, couches covered in manila folders. Noel is sitting at his desk. There's someone on the other side of his desk as Noel's kicked back, and he's like, well, your credentials sure check out. It looks like you do really know how to handle yourself in certain situations. And he's just kind of like checking some things off on this paperwork, and he's like, so, Kevin, I'd like to go ahead and offer you the job as personal assistant / emergency rations. We have excellent health care, decent pay, and we could go ahead and get you started as soon as next week, Kevin. The one thing that I will need you to do is go ahead and your first order of business is going to be to track down the seamstress for me.
I'm sorry. I was okay with being like a sort of dinner to go deal here. Like, as long as you left me with enough blood to stay alive, daily, whatever, you pay me for it. But I don't know who the seamstress is.
Well, good thing I'm paying you. Let me look here. Oh, $16 an hour to track her down.
I mean, how about 18?
I'll go $20 an hour, but you lose dental.
Deal.
Fair enough. Welcome aboard.
That you offer dental.
Hey, you got to keep good care of your teeth. I mean, sure, I use a crazy straw, but I could still get gingivitis.
Yeah, okay, but look, you don't need to jab the crazy straw in me. There's like IVs and stuff you can draw from.
Oh, no, you don't have to worry about that. There's a reason why you're labeled as emergency rations. If there's ever a situation where there's a blood shortage, then we'll look at what we need to do.
Okay, all right. I understand now. Okay, sure. I'll do what I can.
Well, your office is right out there. You can tell Linda that she's fired, and please enjoy your stay here.
Sure. And he walks out and goes, hey, Linda, you're fired. It's like, I've always wanted to do that. It's so cool, man.
Look, Linda let a man into my office with a giant-ass gun that was pointed at me. There was no way Linda was not getting fired.
Poor Linda. Poor Kevin. This is not the development I was expecting for him.
If there's characters that I can collect, it's going to happen. So far, we've got the Mad Hatter, and now we've got Kevin. Pretty soon, it's going to be the seamstress.
Oh, my God.
Oh, for the love of...
don't know why you expect any less.
I don't know why. So, I guess for the last few days, Ahmed has gone against his word and have been babysitting for Lola, just to make sure the kids stay away from Noel.
Nice. Kids are, happy to stay away from Noel. Kind of creeper. They kind of creeped out by him.
Look,
I may or may not be giving them philosophy lessons in the form of games, but that's besides the point.
I had them organize files one time, okay? One time.
It was boring.
At least you get Lola's nice place to live for a little while.
Yeah, and not only are the kids learning about Descartes and Rousseau and a bunch of others, they're actually having fun.
You know those, what do you call those? The, like, telltale games? How, like, when you make a decision around an NPC, you, like, walk away and there's, like, a little thing that says someone's... Noel will remember this.
Okay.
One of the kids comes up to you and kind of like grabs your arm and says, "Hey, we're hungry."
Okay, I am essentially a classically trained chef. Which one to eat?
Something edible.
Right.
Dino nuggies.
I can manage dynamite.
Craft dinner.
They may get, artisan crafted ketchup to go with them, but they're getting dino nuggies.
Dino nuggies. I'm just imagining, has anybody seen Timmy? The what do you call it? The fucking TikTok guy that always talked like some 13th century warlord. He was actually like a 13-year-old kid.
Yeah.
I've seen the couple episodes of it.
I'm just imagining one of Lola's kids is Timmy.
Ahmed's done with them. Yes, one of their kids is him.
Yeah, she does have a probably what is his name? Like or something. One is Helen.
All right. So while you're prepping them homemade dino nuggies with a tomato compote, Penelope, I'm gonna do a little flashback with you.
Oh boy.
You find yourself in a court. It's almost looking at it from a third-person perspective. You see yourself sitting amongst the crowds. Right before you is somebody who very clearly is scared. You see a man up at the front. Whatever he's saying is almost like being filtered through water. You watch as this kid starts to break down. This woman sitting behind him, panicking. And then you realize that it's you. What's going through your mind as you're watching the sentencing going down?
What's going through our mind is how did I let this happen? How did I let it get this far? How did I fail you so badly? And I let him do this to you. I let them do this to you.
You hear a voice ring out very clearly as one of the lawyers comes up to you and kind of shakes you out of your sort of haze and says, Renee, listen. It's not over, all right? There's a lot of things we could do for Skylar, right? It's just it's this little bit of a back step, all right? Can't lose hope.
I'm not losing hope, sir. You are going to keep doing your damn job. And you are going to find a way to get my child out of that prison. And if you don't, I will take matters in my own hands. And that, sir, is client confidentiality.
I know, all right? Just don't do anything rash, okay? And he looks over to one of the witnesses that was called and kind of turns his attention back to you and says, I wonder, though, that Amit kid, he seems to know a bit more about what's going on than we do.
Who's the witness?
What was that?
Who's the witness?
It was Amit.
I'll just
You're
have
brought-
to find him later.
You're brought back to the present. You're... what are you doing right now?
Me?
Thank you for.
No.
Oh.
I didn't hear it.
Said you're brought back to the present. What are you doing right now?
The boy's birthday.
I think that there is a knock at the door for Lola's place while Ahmed is watching the kids.
Okay, so I get them distracted doing something simple that may or may not be knife related, and I go answer the door. Hi.
Hi.
So, I mean, I'm watching some kids here. I don't know what you're expecting. I would invite you in, but I'm fairly sure Lola has the no visitors policy while she's gone.
Well then, if they're being watched, or if they've got themselves occupied, we can leave the door open. I just want to have a conversation. We could sit out here.
Okay, yeah, they don't have knives in their hands. They'll be fine. So,
Oh, I remember watching them at that age.
so yeah, Ahmed does step out and leaves the door cracked so he can still listen in on the kids and says, "All right, so what's going on?"
I was just a little bit curious about getting to know the people I'm working with. From what Avin told me, you were a drug runner back in the day.
Not exactly wrong.
With who?
I will have to admit the list of who I didn't do it for is probably shorter.
Run anything with a kid named Skylar?
Skylar. I think I did, yeah. Haven't heard from him in a while. What's going on?
Well, they're in prison for the very same thing you got away with.
Ah. Oh, fuck. Might I ask how you know Skylar?
I'm looking into some things on the behalf of his mother.
Right. Well. What do you need to know?
You two had a mutual friend named Jamal, didn't you?
Perhaps, yes. I might know her, Jamal.
I need to know where he's working now and who he was running with at that time. You as well.
Before I agree to anything, what's the end game here?
Finding out the truth.
And what do you plan on doing with the truth?
Making sure that justice is served. Now I know that you and Jamal are perhaps on the low end side of things. There's always somebody higher up. There's always somebody pulling the strings. I ain't particularly mad at you or him, or at least on my behalf. But I want to know who was pulling the strings then. Because whoever they are, they need to answer for it. You understand?
I do. Now the thing is, there are a couple of factors that have kept me probably out of jail, and one of them is not ratting people out. So I need to be very sure of what your vision of justice is here.
Well, it's a funny thing you say that because, according to the court records, you were one of the witnesses. So I happen to feel like I'm being lied to here.
If we could pause the scene for a quick second, trying to piece together, figuring out how I'm blanking here. I don't want to put myself in a lie I don't mean to, so I'm trying to.
Yeah.
What did I say in this court case?
You were brought in as a witness for the defense. What you had said was you had hung out with them, but you don't know whether or not they were ever quote unquote involved. And because it was such a vague testimony, it didn't work in the defense.
Yes, I did act as a witness. And unfortunately, my testimony didn't really help all that much.
Seemed pretty vague. I'm not surprised the court denied it. So is there something else that you would like to tell me?
give me a couple of days, and I can see if I can get you a meeting with Jamal, and we can work something out.
You have 2 days, and then I'll be back.
All right. Now, excuse me, I need to make sure these kids haven't killed themselves.
You're just
Yes.
hearing like lots of running around and things breaking in the background.
Not afford if you guys break anything.
A woman of Miss Prescott's standing, I'm sure she has insurance. And isn't particularly attached to her things.
All right. So, other than possibly throwing me, my friends, and anybody I've ever been associated with underneath the bus, is there anything else you wanted to bring up today?
No. That's it. Like I said, I'll be back in a couple of days. Hope to work with you all some more. So I hope this conversation doesn't have any ill bearings. Like I said, I'm just looking into some things for his mother.
All right. All right. See you in 2 days.
I'll hold you to it.
Yeah. And
Have a good day now. Good luck.
I'm gonna need it. And with that, Ahmed slips back in and closes the door behind him, and deals with whatever chaos those kids have built.
You see that they've made a standing pyramid with all the chairs in the house.
How old are these kids?
Lola.
Like about 10, 11.
Okay, I can see them managing to do that now.
They're all around the same age, which doesn't quite make sense, but they are.
At least, I'm guessing at least 2 of them are twins.
It doesn't quite make sense.
Whatever. I'll figure out how to make it make sense later.
Makes perfect sense. It doesn't make sense.
Alright, but, right. Great.
Okay, at least
Did
you're
you
getting
guys
paid
break-
well.
Hmm?
At least you're getting paid well.
Yeah. Right. Did you guys break anything expensive?
No, just a glass.
Turns out it's a glass sculpture.
Alright. Where is it? Stay away. I'm gonna get a broom.
They point to this crystalline sculpture that's way in the corner. There's a baseball where the head should be.
Alright. How about this? You guys go sit in the living room, grab a book. Whoever can read the most pages by the time I'm done gets ice cream tonight.
Ice cream! And they all just book it. Poor Amit. I feel so bad for him.
Okay. I think that's it for Ahmed and that scene, I guess. Unless you want to torture him some more somehow.
No. So, since you guys have done your various things, I can actually go ahead and get started with the next case, since we have a little bit of time. Unless you guys want to end a little early.
Actually, we probably end a little bit early.
Okay.
Oh, I'd love a pre-scene. If everyone wants to end their day, that's cool.
Oh, there's gonna be an end scene for this, so don't worry about that.
Chuck, Janie, how you feeling about it?
I'm good with anything.
All right.
So, yeah, I'm fine either or, but I feel like ending a case is a good place to end an episode.
Yeah,
So,
that's fine and dandy. I can work with that. So, yeah, this is where our scene closes. We'll go down in overlay order here, starting with Jamie. Go ahead and do your outro. Any games coming up, stuff like that.
I do have games coming up. Do I know when they are? Maybe. It's a surprise. All of the,
those are the best ones. The best games are the ones that you were surprised about.
yeah,
Jamie's next game is on Tuesday
exactly.
with Galvan. Galvan? And then
I
again Friday with Cold Hands. Warm
exactly.
Hearts. Overall Neon Lights.
See,
See, I keep the schedule for a reason.
Yes, and I am Janie Pot 7575 wherever I sign up for social media. And I played Lola, who's very happy now.
Lola's got her two girlfriends.
Yes, and that's a very happy story for her, and she's all done with anything ever happening.
yeah, that's a lie.
No more emotional trauma.
That's a
No,
bigger lie.
There's Noel.
Emotional damage.
Yeah, Noel's around. Do you really think that there's not going to be any more drama?
there's no more emotional trauma for her. She's going to be fine with her two girlfriends and her kids that she sometimes takes care of.
I love how you put emphasis on sometimes.
Well, yeah, we're not going to tell Lola that Noel ate Paul.
Oof. All right. Next is Shock Point.
Hi, yes, I'm Shock Point Failure. I've been playing Amit once again this evening. The lovable philosophy major who, because of earlier shenanigans, is technically a classically trained chef and apparently the best uncle ever. How the fuck did that happen? But yeah. So next time you'll be able to see me will actually be tomorrow over on my own channel, Shock Point Failure, right here on Twitch, where I'll be streaming a little bit more of Dead Space. Please come by. I need people to talk to. And then again, you'll be able to catch me this upcoming Wednesday, where I'll be streaming something. I don't know, whatever. But my next game will actually be this Thursday. Yes, this Thursday, over on Neon Lights with Lost Transmission. Meg, please don't kill my character. Yeah, that's justified. Okay. But yeah, you can catch me also over on Twitter at Sharkpoint622, where I post weekly philosophical musings and, general life advice. It's all bullshit. Listen to me if you want. No guarantees it will actually make your life better. Other than that, yes, this upcoming Friday I'll be dropping another chapter of All Girls Can Party over on my audiobook channel on YouTube. Once again, Shark Point Failure. Great branding. Same thing all over the place. Makes it easy to find my shit. But yeah, that covers me for the next week.
Straight down to Meg.
Hello everybody, I am Meg and or Meg Mysterio. You can find me as such on Twitch, on Twitter, on itch. I'm continuing to refuse that Tumblr exists as a social media platform again. You can't find me there. Don't look. But tonight I got to play Penelope Hart, or is her name Renee? Lines are a little bit blurred these days.
Her name is Miss Lady.
according to Noel, she is Miss Lady. She doesn't exist as a person with an individual persona. But as far as where you can find me next, as mentioned, you can find me again on Neon Nights on Thursday, the 27th, for our last transmission. We're coming back. We're coming back strong. I make no promises on who lives or dies. After that, I think we'll go through another episode of Frozen Rain in May, as well as By His Shadowed Peace, and last transmission before we come back around here for Breaking Neon. But I don't remember those individual days off the top of my head, so
And Henshin.
that's what and Henshin. Of course there's Henshin.
Henshin.
That one I know is the 24th, so
King's Gambit.
Yep, King's Gambit is next week, but Meg's
circle
not in that
around.
one.
I'm not
Okay.
in that one. I just make sure everything goes according to plan. That's all. And I think that is it for me, so we'll pass it over on to Fail.
Hey everybody, I am Fail Prime. You can catch me on Twitter harassing politicians, blue check marks, and the like until they ban me for hateful conduct because you can't harass people with blue check marks anymore. That's Twitter for you. I am at Fail Prime on all social medias and Fail Prime here on Twitch. One of the founding members of Singularity. I want to thank you for coming and hanging out with us. It's been great. We've been having a lot of fun with this City of Mist campaign. Noel is probably just going to get more unhinged as we go along. But we'll see how it goes. You can catch me next on my personal channel playing some Tactics Ogre Remastered or Reborn. The show is titled The Battle of Aethelbert. We have taken a random NPC that we got at the beginning of the game, and we have focused entirely on him. He is not one of the story characters. We will see how it turns out. Past that, we do have Henshin coming up. We have King's Gambit next Saturday. And we have some other things in the works, such as Power Rangers and Avatar The Last Airbender. So please keep an eye out, because we have all sorts of great content ready to just hit the Singularity streams, and we'll see how it goes. And with that, I am going to pass it back up to our wonderful storyteller, dungeon master, Noel enabler.
Thank you. My name is Alan. You can find me on Twitter as PanopticonGM. You can also find me on startplaying.games under the same title. I am a professional game master and game writer. You'll find most of my works in the City of Mist Garage on Drive-Thru RPG. Yes, I will be back next Saturday with King's Gambit, which is going to be a sexy spy thriller. Less sexy physically, but more about gadgets and stupid spy shit, because that's what we're here for. Outside of that, I'll also be back for Henshin next month, King's Gambit again, as well as Breaking Neon. We do have other things in the works. I'm trying to help with getting Avatar The Last Airbender off the ground. Yeah, always looking to help this community grow. So now we hit the final scene. Just after the credits finish rolling, Penelope, you find yourself walking around a man currently strapped down to a chair. He looks like he's taken quite the beating. He looks up at you and says, "Is this really what this is about? A fucking kid? You really just worked me over for a kid."
You cut out quite a bit for me.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
You are walking around a man that's currently tied to a chair. He looks up at you with his one good eye and says, "You worked me over for a fucking kid?"
For a fucking kid. Is that all Skylar was to you?
Listen, I was just doing my job. Kid had drugs on them. They took the rap. It's not my fault.
And Penelope reaches up and undoes a hair clip that has pinned some of the longer, more copper curls that she has, and suddenly that appearance shrinks to closer to a short and curly, dark-haired bob. As she crouches in front of the chair and says, "You're really gonna go that route? Tell me again. Did they have drugs on them?"
Listen, I told you everything already. Every time I got near that kid, all I got was terror and screaming. That little fucker had something on him. Had to have been drugs.
And yet you didn't find a single thing on them. Neither did the police that searched them at the station. There were no drugs on that child, and yet you beat them senseless. You shouldn't do that to anyone's child, let alone someone that's carrying drugs. Which clearly they were.
I just lost it, alright? Saying all these fucked up things. People dead. The hell was I supposed to do, huh?
Your damn job, like a professional.
All I did was my fucking job. If you're gonna kill me, just do it already.
No. I'm not quite done with you, Alexei. So, let's make this very clear on what's going to happen. You're going to forget my name. You're going to forget who I am. You're going to forget that you saw through me in that old folks' home. My name is Penelope Hart. And then it might feel for him more like something piercing through different parts of the skull. It's not as... It's probably a very agonizing process. Kind of weave through those memories. And she has made sure that his eye has stayed covered the entire time. And since he is bound, he cannot release it. There is a shroud that the ravens cannot see through.
And as his screams echo throughout this building, that is where our story ends tonight. Have a good night, everybody.